Hey everybody, Buttonhole here from Open Fire Tactical, doing another practical accuracy, practical marksmanship kind of a thing, just like last weekend. Today it's much warmer. According to my truck, it's 55 degrees. Last weekend it was 28. So if you remember, I was laser ranging the target to figure out, I thought it was 200 yards. Today it measures 185. So from up here on this mountain, I actually drove my truck up here because I'm lazy, down to where I park at the bottom, 185 yards. So go figure. I think atmospheric conditions could definitely affect your laser rangefinder. But that's just me, and that's my experiences, and so I'm going to relay that to you as well. So today I'm just going to continue on 10 millimeter. That's at home today. I've been shooting the heck out of that Ruger LC 10 millimeter, and I'm telling you, I love that thing. It is becoming my go-to. I absolutely love it. But today I'm just going to continue on with the same thing. I'm not going to run like I did that. To be honest with you, it almost killed me. However, I'm going to continue on with America's rifle, Mini 14, and M14A1. And an AK-47, and so we will be shooting at 185 yards, standing, unsupported, with the same silhouette target. And so I'm going to pause the video, and then we'll pick up when we're down there from the shooting start. And once again, I'm also the only one here on the range today, so I'll give you a quick view of that. Boom. So I will be like way down there. And as you can see, I'm the only one here again today. With that being said, I still follow range rules. I still don't come down range unless I know the weapon's clear, and I always show that on my videos. Safety, 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 always. There's just no excuse to not be, whether you're here by yourself or not. And should a catastrophic episode happen and you're injured, guess what? You're the only one out here. So it's just me. So anyway, always put safety first, never on the back burner. It's always first and foremost. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and then we'll start up again. Okay, so here we go. Standing unsupported with 4 different rifles. This one, Mini 14, M1A, and an AK-47. I'm going to go down range and show you the holes after every string that I fire of 3 shots. And then I'll plug those up and then come back here and then pick up with the next rifle, and then we'll just keep doing it that way, and then that way you guys know exactly. So 5.56 in this one and the Mini 14, we can't misinterpret those hits from each other. Okay, so we can't confuse them, if I'm saying that correctly. All right, here we go. I charged it and I didn't realize that I did. Weapons clear. And we'll head on down there and check it out. Okay, so here we are. 3 shots, 2 misses. Miss right there, and another one off the paper. Hit him in the neck. So that's not great, but 1 hit is better than no hits. All right, so now Mini 14, let's try with that. All right, Mini 14, my dad bought this, and he left it to me when he passed away. This is a pre-2005. I'm not exactly sure when it was manufactured, but I know that he bought it with all this stuff already on it. The heat shroud and this muzzle brake and this funky sight, so it's not the blade, but I did replace the rear sight. The rear sight was original, and it was terrible. It was absolutely the worst. I don't know what Ruger was thinking when they came up with that, but I bought this one online. It's a replacement specifically for pre-2005, and then there's post-2005. Just look up whichever one that you have and get rid of that factory junk should you have one of these rifles. These are great little rifles. Love them. But I think I'm partial to the AR platform. I just am. So anyway, here we go. Lock and load. 3 rounds. All right. Weapons on safe. Magazines out. Clear chamber. Let's go on down there and have a gander. All right, so as I was walking up here, I was thinking, oh man, is the Mini 14 my new love? No, it's not. No hits at all. But that doesn't mean I don't like that rifle. I'm so fond of it, but at 185 yards, I'm not able to connect. So nothing on the target. There's nothing. I saw this mark right here walking up, and I saw that one, and I was like, oh my goodness. Nope, nothing. So I might shoot that from the supported sitting down at the bench just to check it. I should probably check it at 25 too, but that's what I zeroed it at, was at 25, a little bit higher, and it should be money. But this is why we're doing this, so I'll have my final comments at the end. So I'm going to do M1A next, and then AK-47. And again, I'll walk up here in between just so I don't mix up the shots, okay? So stand by, here we go again. Okay, so this is my M1A. This is not a Springfield. This is a U.S. rifle, 7.62 millimeter M14, Federal Ordnance Incorporated, El Monte, California. My dad got this from a friend of his when he passed away. My dad fired it a couple of times and then gave it to me, and I cherish this rifle just like the Mini 14. I'll never get rid of it because it was my father's, and I have 2 M1 Garands because they were my dad's, and you know, I will never get rid of those. One has a story. It's a Korean War era, and it has a story, and I got that thing rebuilt through CMP, and it's cost me a fortune, so I'll never get the money out that I've put into it, but it's the sentimental value that means everything in the world to me. Anyway, here we go. Failure to feed. There we go. All right. Okay, unloaded, weapon is clear. Once again, there's nobody here on the gun range. I'm the only one. So one more trip down there, and then we'll do one last one with the AK. I should probably get in the frame with the AK. And I don't have high hopes for the AK at all. I just don't. I'm not really a fan. If you go to local AK-47 74 vintage rifles, that guy is phenomenal. I mean, I'm telling you, I think he's Russian. but he's an immigrant. He served in the Army, United States Army, and I also think that he was a Russian Spiznak, Special Forces guy, whatever. But he's a professional shooter. He was a competitive shooter, a wealth of information. Some things that he says are a little difficult to understand, but if you watch him enough, you understand him. And I don't know what his name is, but I know his wife's name is Ula because he refers to her all the time. She's the one doing all the camera work for him. But a great channel, and he makes AKs look like precision rifles. And quite honestly, I don't know how he does it, but it is what it is. So, find your rifle, find what works for you, and use that tool to the best of your ability, but get to know that weapon so that you are precision. No matter what it is, 22 to 50 cal or bigger, I don't know. Anyway, let me pause and then we'll head on down there once again and see how well we did or did not do. Okay, walking up here, I got 3 shots, 3 hits. M14 never fail you. 1, 2, 3. Very good. I'm gonna tape those up and then AK-47. Okay, so we're all taped up. Man, this is turning into a 15-minute video. Sorry about that. So we're all taped up. Let me head on back down the hill and then we will pick up from where we left off. Stand by. Okay, so this is the AK-47. This was also belonged to my dad, and my dad left it to me when he passed away. The only thing I've done to this thing is I added a Kinsight fiber optic. When you get old, man, your eyes are failing you, bro. You gotta do what you can do to be able to see things. And these are phenomenal. I have them on almost all of my weapons. And I think that I am going to buy the one for the LC Ruger 10mm just so I can see it better. The painted sight, it's working. So I'm going to be kind of lazy about replacing it. But I will do that. Also for you AK guys out there, this is a RML. It's an Egyptian AK-47. Something PAR3 International, something Louisville, Kentucky. So it's an American rifle, I guess, but it's got Egyptian markings on it. RML semi-automatic rifle. So anyway, and I have the rear sight janked up to 2 for 200 meters. So I'm not playing favors here. The Mini 14 is zeroed where it's zeroed at 25 plus. It's a little high at 25, which I like. My AR 25, a little higher than that at 25. That M1A, I haven't fired that in like 3 years. Maybe 2.5, something like that. Anyway, and this thing I rarely shoot too, just because I'm not a big AK guy. But I changed the pistol grip on it, and the front sight, and that is it. So let's lock and load. Yep, got one in there. Weapons on ready. Here we go. 3 rounds. Put my eyeballs up. I think I shanked that last one. And the weapon's safe. And there's such a variety too of AK-47. These are now soft points, but what I was shooting was Tula. These guys right here. They all have the same turquoise greenish band on them. Ball ammunition, nothing fancy. As far as I'm concerned, they're all kind of garbage. I mean, they put rounds downrange, and that's all that matters. So anywho, yeah, let me pause the video, and then I'll head on down there, and we'll pick up where I just left off. Stand by. All right, made it back up here. And not one hit. Nowhere on the cardboard. Just like the Mini 14. So, what do I take from all this? Well, I'll tell you. And my AR, at least I'm hitting it. I'm definitely going to have to work on it. And that's something that you guys need to figure out. If you have a rifle, start shooting out at distances and find out what you can hit and what you can't hit. What you can do supported and unsupported. So the Mini 14, I'm going to try that again from the bench and see if I can do that any better. And I'll do that with the AK also. These things, they have potential. I can see the dirt kicking up over here, but I'm not connecting on the target. So it is what it is. Those weapons, in my humble opinion, are not distance at all. So, you know, 200 yards and beyond, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that, but inside of 100, yeah, heck yeah. And that AK, that, you know, 7.62 is an incredibly powerful load. And if you can get it to hit, it's great. It's worked. It's worked for the Russians. It worked for the NVA. It worked for the Viet Cong, and slaughtered 58,000 of our guys. Okay. Just want to throw that out there, and moreover, give a shout out to our veterans, past, present, and future. Thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate you all very much. Have a blessed day. Take care. So I thought I'd continue on with this video. Don't ask me why. I did it from the prone. From the supported. Oops. Didn't stop. 5 rounds from the Mini, as you just saw, and 5 rounds from the AK-47. So I'm going to go down range, and there should be 10 hits on there somewhere. So we'll see. I'm going to pause the video, and we'll pick it up down there. Oops. Sorry about that. So once again, back up here. Mini 14. 3 hits on the paper, but only 1 strike from a supported position. The other 2 are here, so I'm going to assume the other 2 are off to the right. AK, I have no idea. None. So I'm going to take this target, I'm going to put it down at 50 yards. I don't think I'm going to make another video. I'm not going to bore you guys with that, but I would like to come back with practical marksmanship skills. Sorry, I'm a little winded. With an M1 Garand and M1 carbine. So check that out. That should happen next Saturday, pending on the weather, if it's good or not. We got storm clouds over there. Supposed to be miserable all day today, but it turned out to be a pretty nice day. So anyway, thank you again, guys, so much for tuning in. I appreciate all 56 now of my subscribers. This is just insane to me. I appreciate you guys all. The load on that 308, those are 150 grain bullets, 42 grains of BLC2. I used the same powder charge with 168. So, I mean, I'm connecting. You know, it's not a precision rifle. I suppose it could be. I just have to tune on it a little bit, and I might do that in the future. I'm not quite sure yet. But anyway, you guys, thank you again so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you again. Have a blessed day.